Hi, I am your host, Karen Miranda. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side. I'd like to wish everybody a happy and healthy new year. And just to, wish you that, wish everybody well and welcome. I'd like to welcome everybody back. And like to welcome Frank Hogan, my guest again tonight. Welcome. Thank you for coming back, Frank.
Happy New Year,
Happy
Karen.
New Year to
Happy
you
New
too,
Year to you,
Frank.
guest.
And
Lovely. Let's hope it's a good, healthy New Year.
healthy and happy, and a lot of good stuff, hopefully, which would be really, really nice. And we are coming to you live from QA TV Channel 8. The phones are now open. If you want to call for a spirit reading, feel free to call in. And I want to share just a little bit of good news, actually, with all the sadness that happened just before Christmas time. I got a call a couple of days before Christmas from my mom, and my cousin Timmy needed a new heart. He's only 36 years old, and he was an ex-New York firefighter. He didn't have to do it September 11th, but he went into firefighting after that, and he needed a new heart. Well, thanks to someone who was very generous, gave him a new heart, and he's so thankful for life. He just said life itself, people really don't realize life is really too short. So I just wanted to share that little bit of information with everybody, and to remember to be kind to each other, because life really is too short. Hi, caller, you're on the air. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. May I have your name?
Lisa.
Lisa? Hi, have you ever been to a medium before?
Yes.
Yes? Do you want me to explain to you a little bit how I work as a medium?
Sure.
Okay, I see people that passed away, and I see how they looked, and the older ones, I tell them to look how they looked before they died, because some of the older ones say, I can look good now over here, just to fill you in on that. They also will show me things they owned, okay? And they also make me, I feel the presence of spirits in the room, and they also will make me feel how they passed, and like something, if something medical bothered them. Okay? I don't give any medical diagnosis. That's the doctor's job to do that, just to tell you that. So I don't give out medical advice or anything like that, okay?
Okay.
And if you could speak up just a little louder,
Sure.
I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I can hear you very well now. And, yes, if you understand, no if you don't, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to get going with you. I feel a woman's vibration around you. I'm feeling, is your mom over there?
No.
No, because I'm feeling mom. I'm going to give mom anyways, because I feel like, a mom that's over there that was like a mother figure to either you or your mom, because your grandmother's over there.
Okay.
Is your grandmother over there?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, because I'm feeling mom vibration. Your grandmother's around. I'm just going to get going to see if she'll come in closer, okay?
Okay.
Because she was kind of like a little shy when she was here. She was, she had like more, she was a very private lady. Did
No.
No? Okay. I'm just going to, see if I'm with you or with Frank, because I do have someone's mom that is in the studio right now. Frank, is your mom over there?
Yeah, my mother's over there, Karen.
His mother? Okay, I'm going to just wait a second and get back to Frank after I finish. I'm going to continue with your reading, if that's okay. Okay? I'm getting a grandmother, but I'm also feeling a male that's over there with her.
Okay.
I'm getting a male that's coming in, okay, that's with your grandmother. Is your granddad over there?
Grandfather, yes.
Yes. I'm feeling a grandfather that's coming in with your grandmother, and he's, very strong-willed. He was a fighter when he was here.
Yes.
Like, worked very hard, very nose to the ground and everything like that, and, did a lot to keep the family together. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And he's very kind, caring, and nurturing, and had some height to him. I say this to everybody anyways, where I'm so little. I'm only 4'11", but I'm getting some height with him. Not real tall, though.
Right.
Right. Okay. I'm glad you can understand that. And he said he can move around a lot better now, because it's hard for him just before he crossed over to move around.
Okay.
Okay, but just at the very end of his crossing. I don't know if you know, but I got to give it to you otherwise. But I'm feeling, that he had like his bones were bothering him, like arthritis or something.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you at all?
I really didn't know him.
Okay, ask in the family. There's somebody you can go to. Your mom.
Okay.
Ask her, if she, I'm gonna, just tell you, if there is a way to go about with mom, just to ask, if her and stuff about him. But your grandmother and your grandfather around you. I'm also feeling a male that is around you. Did you lose somebody that's in their late 50s?
Yes.
Late 50s, yes? I'm
Yes.
feeling a male.
Okay.
A male, does that make sense?
Possibly.
Okay, I'm getting a little heavy set with this man.
Okay.
Okay, I'm feeling heavy set with the, with him, not overly heavy set though.
Okay.
Receding hair with hair loss a little bit. Not a lot. I'm getting some hair loss, but not a lot of hair loss.
Okay.
Does this making sense so far?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. I'm going to keep going with him anyways, okay? Because I got to
Okay.
get going when I see them, because this man's been kind of floating around a little bit with me, so I just got to get going with him.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm feeling this man that's in his late 50s, receding hairline, kind of like round in the face, heavy set. Had heart trouble before he crossed.
Okay.
Does that make sense at all?
It's starting to.
Okay, had heart trouble. Had a hard time breathing a little bit just before he crossed over.
Okay.
Just a very little, though. I'm not getting, a lot.
Okay.
And it's like, it was like poof, and he was gone. Everybody was surprised when he crossed over.
Okay. Do we know how long ago?
I'm not getting that with him just yet, okay?
Yeah.
With him, but, he's back to he's enjoying life itself, because he loved life itself when he was here. Does that make
Okay.
sense to you? He loved life. Like he enjoyed being around all the family and everybody.
Okay.
And does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's got the family all around over there too. And over there he's making everybody's listening.
Okay.
If you can understand that, okay? I'm feeling Dad. Is Dad over there?
Yes.
Dad's around you.
Oh, good.
He's extending lots of, this is courtesy of your mom's grandparents, by the way.
Oh.
And just to let you know that they're giving themselves credit, okay? Your mom would understand that, though. But Dad's around you a lot, and his passing, when he did cross, it was like, it was a shock.
He's what?
When he crossed over, it was everybody was surprised when he crossed over.
Right.
It was like unexpected.
Right.
I'm glad you can understand that. And he's telling all his stories over there, by the way. Okay, and he would do that here. And this is just the way he's coming through tonight for you, okay? He said he's listening in. You still miss him very, very much.
Yes.
You miss having Dad. You miss having those one-on-one conversations with him, because
Right.
he always listened when he could,
Mhm.
because he was always busy trying to keep the family together. That would make sense to you?
Yes.
And he considered himself a kind of good-looking.
Okay.
But it didn't, he wasn't great looking. You know what I mean. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm glad you can understand it. He said, was the average guy that cared about my family.
Yes.
And worked hard to have my family around. And I'm glad you can understand that. And he said, it was like, boom, and I was gone.
Mhm.
And he said, when I went, he said, he didn't suffer really at all. And he's in no pain over there, just to let you know that.
Okay.
Okay, and he's still listening in with you, by the way. And he was always
Okay.
very proud of you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Daddy's little girl.
Mhm.
You were Daddy's little girl. I'm glad you can understand that coming from him, because he's saying, I'm still Daddy's little girl. And I'm glad you can understand that coming from Dad. And these are their memories, too, by the way, that they'll share with me, just to let you know that. He's saying, I'm still her little, she's still my little girl. And you were so sad when he crossed, because not only did you lose your dad, but you lost your best friend.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that makes sense to you. And he said, I'm still listening in. And he's saying, you were thinking about him a lot at the holiday time.
Yes.
And it was very hard for you without having that one piece of the family not there.
Yes.
And that I'm glad that makes sense. And when you were shifting through the family photos, you have photographs of him at home.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
I'm glad you can understand that, because you're showing me like what you were doing, and you started tearing up a little bit.
Yes.
And he's saying that's just his way of, letting me know he's seeing what's going on around you.
Yes.
And he's saying she doesn't still give herself enough credit. Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
She doesn't give herself enough credit, but you needed to hear that from him tonight about giving yourself more credit.
Yes.
And he's saying, it's just so, I can breathe so much better. He met his dad over there, by the way,
Yes.
when they were very, very close.
Yes.
And he said, it was so glad to meet up with them. I don't know if it's your dad or somebody in the family like to tinker with cars and put, do mechanical stuff.
Yes.
Does that make sense to you with him?
Yes.
Oh, good, because he's tinkering around over there too with the cars and everything, but he can get stuff done.
Yes.
Because he couldn't always finish things. I'm glad you could understand that when he, with him coming through from him. And I love when they do that because it's kind of a neat thing, And he's saying, it's so much better, like, I can get things fixed because he just didn't always have the time to do the things he wanted to do.
Yes.
And I'm thanking him for that, about showing me how he liked to work on cars and everything, because that was his special hobby he liked to do on the side, as well as being with you kids and everybody in the family.
Right.
And I'm glad, and he's a very proud family man.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you have one picture of him hanging up somewhere,
Did we have what?
a picture of him in the house that's just of him alone.
I have a picture of him, yes.
Oh, okay, he's saying thank you, by the way. And I'm glad you can understand that. And he's out at a good pub tonight. Do you understand that coming from him?
Yes.
He's saluting you with the glass.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that as well. And he's saying, when he was younger, he used to, get into he liked to raise Cain.
Yes.
I know he's raising Cain over there because he's back to his old energetic self, he's telling me to tell you.
Yes.
And you wanted to hear that, though.
Yes.
And I'm so glad. And he's saying, yeah, and I'm over here having fun. He said, I'm to have all my bad habits. You know what they are, okay? And I'm glad you can understand that. I'm feeling somebody who's a very heavy smoker.
Yes.
He's a very heavy smoker.
Yes.
And he said, I'm so glad I'm smoking, but he's learning not. He said, that hasn't changed. He said, but boy, they're very expensive now, cigarettes. And but he's enjoying a good cigarette, just sitting back in his easy chair with his feet up, he's saying, I have that old easy chair over here too, by the way.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I'm glad it does. It's old, worn, and beat up, by the way, because you guys wanted to get rid of that old chair.
Yeah.
But he said, I still have it with me over here too, just to let you know that.
That's funny.
And sometimes it's the littlest things. Like I said, these are their memories, And he's with your mom's mom and your mom's dad.
Yes.
Over there. And mom is, she misses having her mom around.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that. And he's saying for me to tell you to, go, just listen to what he told you. And you know what that is, right?
Right.
And take his good advice.
Right.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Take his good advice and you have a good head on your shoulder.
Oh, good.
Stop listening to everybody around you.
Right.
Too many females are telling you what to do.
Yes.
He said they're like a batch of... He said, thank God that changed over here because they're like a bunch of cackling old hens.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that too. And he's making me smile, by the way. And he said, I'm enjoying a good paper, a good cup of coffee, and a good smoke.
Yes.
And I'm thanking him for that. And he's saying, and the car's still got and I'm seeing his tools, his toolbox and everything.
Yes.
And somebody still has his toolbox and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
He's saying thank you for that. And thank you for, he's saying don't listen to the cackling old hens.
Yes.
That makes sense to you?
Yes.
And he says, you're a good person. He says, try not to volunteer. You give a lot of yourself, he's saying.
Yes.
And he said that she still hasn't listened. She still hasn't listened to me. She's still giving a lot of herself.
Mhm.
And I'm glad you can understand that. But take his message for you. Take time for you.
Okay.
You still have one of his cards, by the way, like a Christmas card or something? Does somebody have some like cards that you got when out during the holiday seasons, like when he was here? I'm saying like not very many, but I see like some cards, okay?
Mhm.
That from one of the from your dad. I don't know if that's making sense, but I got to give it to you because he'll follow me home, and that's okay. He can go home with you. And he's saying salute, by the way.
He's saying what?
Salute, like,
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense, though.
Yes.
Yes,
yes,
it does. And he's saluting you from the other side that way.
Yes.
Okay, and he's just saying, don't be listening to everybody, and take time for you.
Okay.
And I just want to extend you lots of love from him, and you missed those big bear hugs.
Yes.
And I'm giving you a big bear hug like this from Dad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and tell your mom that her mom is doing really well, okay? And she's feeling a lot better,
Yes.
and that your mom still remembers all of them in her prayers.
Yes.
And she's saying to say thank you for that. At nighttime before she goes to bed, she sits and says a lot of prayers for everybody.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing. God bless and happy New Year, healthy New Year.
And to you, so.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. They'll do that because that's why. Okay, you got to wait your turn, because they'll all come in. All the spirit. They'll start. And that's why. So you got to wait your turn.
That's wonderful news about your nephew, though.
Oh, if it's my cousin, it's my
Your cousin.
It's my cousin.
Fantastic
Because
news.
him and I have a little rivalry going because he's in New York and I live
he's in
New
New York.
England. He's in New York.
What part of New York?
And I said to him, we still have issues with the Giants, though.
Yeah.
Patriots. do.
He's not a Red Sox fan?
Huh?
Is he a Red Sox fan?
Oh, no. He
No?
hates the
Shame.
Red Sox. My uncle loved the Red Sox. He's over there in light, too, actually, on the other side. And we have this little thing going on between us. And I said to him, after he had his heart surgery, I waited like about a week or so. So I called him. He said, I knew it was my Quincy family calling. I said, the better half of the family, too, because everybody else has been up to see him.
The Red Sox side.
Yeah, so I said to him, I'm looking forward to the day when I'm up in Yankee Stadium. And the Red Sox are winning and beating the Yankees, I said to him.
Yeah, we'll be there cheering the Sox.
Cheering the Sox on, I go. But yeah, that was really wonderful, and he's doing really well. He's out of the hospital now, and he's recuperating really well. Hi, Timmy.
Yeah.
And
It's really, hi Tim, the best of luck to you, you're a brave man.
Okay.
It's amazing heart surgery.
Yeah.
It's-
Hi, Christine, you're on the air. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side.
Hi, thank you.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Thank you very much. Have you ever been to a medium before?
Just once.
Just once. I'll explain to you a little bit how I work, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna explain. Yes, if you understand, no, if you don't, okay? Because I know you guys get excited too, though, when you start hearing from your loved ones that have crossed over. And that's when I get, don't tell me anything, because then, that's feeding, what I call feeding the medium information, okay?
Okay.
And how I work as a medium, because we all are gifted. I feel everybody's gifted. It just depends on how, open you are to this, okay? Like
Okay.
for me, I see spirits out of my head, and I see also stuff that they have owned, and they'll also show me, like, how they died, okay?
Yeah.
And also, they will tell me it's their memories, not yours or anything.
Okay.
And also, with the spirit, I will feel the presence of them around me,
Okay.
and they'll make me feel how they felt like before they died sometimes or something. And sometimes I'll take on their personalities,
Okay.
just to let you know that. And yes, if you understand, again, and no, if you don't, I don't do medical stuff. That's not my job. That's the good doctors, okay?
Okay.
Okay, just to let you know that. And I don't, like, give out bad information or anything like that. And I see mostly when I see deceased people, they've crossed over.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna get going with you, okay?
Mhm.
I'm gonna get going. Do you have a girlfriend that's over on the other side?
I'm sorry?
A close girlfriend that's over there? I'm feeling a close girlfriend, like at one time you were very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going just a little with her, and I'm gonna see who she's with right now, okay?
Okay.
I'm feeling a close friend that's over there with you, and I'm feeling she had cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, she had cancer. She said, my cancer's all healed, it's all better.
Wow.
Okay? And she's saying, at one time you guys were kind of close.
Yes.
very, close. And she said she's still around. Very attractive woman, by the way.
Yes, she was.
Did she have, and feeling short hair with her at one time?
I think so.
Like about shoulder length, like? 'Cause
Yeah.
to me, that's not long. When it's like long, like my daughter's, it goes almost to her hips, almost down her back. But I'm feeling shoulder length. Very pretty. She's got her full head of hair back, by the way.
Wow.
Because with the cancer and everything she went under with the treatment and everything, it thinned out. And attractive into her face.
Yes.
Very attractive. And she's saying, she's back to her lively self again.
Okay.
And she was, I'm feeling, and she loved to learn. She tried to learn as much as she could. Does that make sense? Very knowledgeable.
Yep.
Okay, very knowledgeable. Very, very, some intelligence to her. And she's, learning like to relax a little bit more because she's always busy before she got really sick.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm glad you can understand that coming. Is your dad over there? Because I'm feeling,
No.
I'm feeling a dad.
No, not my
I'm
dad.
not your dad. Okay, I'm getting a dad. And I'm just gonna, okay, I can wait. Because there's been a lot of dads floating around tonight. They do get very busy in the studio. But I'm, gonna stick with your girlfriend for a couple more minutes then, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
And I'm feeling a motherly figure, a woman, another older woman's vibration around you as well.
Yes.
I'm getting mom, grandmother. I'm getting,
Okay.
huh?
Okay.
Okay, you feeling grandmother over there?
Yes.
Your grandmother's around you too with your girlfriend?
Oh.
Just to let you know that, they come in together like that, okay?
Okay.
Just to fill you in. Your grandmother's around you.
Okay.
And she's, she's got all that fun energy. She got that all back again, by the way.
She what?
She's got all that fun energy back to her.
Okay.
Like it was very difficult.
Yes.
It's very difficult for her. And she said, she doesn't need any assistance with helping with her, walking around.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
That would be good.
Yeah, she said, I don't have any of those things I needed to get around, the canes and everything. She said, she threw them right out the door.
Wow.
Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Yeah, because she said, I don't go like this anymore either. Can you understand that coming from her?
Yes.
Yeah, she said, I don't need that anymore because I got my hands back. I'm all free. I'm like that young girl again. She said she's back in her youngest girl's body. And she said, I was kind of a looker when I was younger.
Yes, she was.
She's beautiful, actually, too.
Yes, she was very much.
Yeah, and very nice dresser. Everything like, just like in that time, she liked everything that matched. Liked the makeup, though, when she was young. I'm glad you can understand that coming from her because I see a nice set of bright red lipstick with her.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you can understand that she's got her makeup over there, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and she's going, I'm glad you can go back to being young because it was very difficult for her before she crossed.
Yes.
And she was a stubborn lady.
Yes, she was.
Very stubborn, a little colorful with the words, too.
Yes.
Because she didn't like people bothering her.
No.
And you guys were like trying to be like a motherly hen to her, and she hated it, she's saying. And she's saying, now I don't have to watch my diet anymore either.
Wow.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad she doesn't have to hide sweets under her bed anymore. You can understand that?
Well, actually, it was beside the
don't
chair.
tell me, no, okay, because that's just symbolic with me, with it shows, I'm glad you can understand her hiding sweets and stuff. I'm so glad, okay. She said, I don't have to hide them anywhere, I don't have to worry about my diet, and she was supposed to really kind of watch it, actually.
Yes.
And she never did.
No.
And she said she can chew a lot easier, by the way.
Oh.
It's a lot easier for her to chew now. Just before she crossed over, it was hard for her to chew.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that. And she's enjoying a good talk show, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, and she's watching TV.
Yeah.
Because she liked to have the TV on. Constantly had the TV on.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you can understand. She liked the old-fashioned game shows. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And did she like The Price is Right?
I'm not sure.
Okay, find out about that, because I know she, like, when she was at home, because, like I said, this is their memories, she liked to have the TV on in the soap operas.
Huh.
Find out about that if you don't understand, okay?
Okay.
And she's with her mom tonight.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they're coming in together, and she, I don't know if it's your grandmother or her mom, but somebody had a really good green thumb with the flowers. If you don't understand, I have to give that to you, okay?
Okay.
Somebody had a little garden.
Okay.
And not,
Yep.
but, okay, and I'm glad you can understand that. She's saying she's happy about that because over there she doesn't have to worry about them dying and turning into weeds.
Yep.
Can you understand that?
Yes, I
Because she didn't
can.
have a very good green thumb, but she tried at least once in a while to do that. And
Yeah.
she's listening in on you, by the way, from the other side. You were hoping to hear from her tonight?
Yes, I was.
And she's with your granddad, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're together.
Oh, good.
You know, and granddad's doing really well.
That's good.
Yeah, he's saying, yep, she's keeping me in line again like she used to when she was here. And that would make a lot of sense to you.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, he's saying, but he's saying at least now it's nice because he gets to get a word in at least once in a while. And I'm feeling, did he have hearing aids at one time? Or did one of them have hearing aids?
I was young when he passed.
Okay, find out.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm feeling one of them, your grandmother did she have trouble hearing before she crossed over? A little bit? Not a
little
lot, but
bit.
okay.
No.
Not that's why I said just a little bit.
I don't really recall.
Okay, well, you know, I know it's a lot for you to, you know, take in, but I'm just feeling just at the very end, it was very, just a little difficult, but she didn't always tell everybody when things were bothering her because you guys fussed over her too much and she didn't like it.
Sounds like her.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad because, and she's saying, you know, but she didn't like you guys fussing over her.
No.
And she liked everything just so in her house.
Right.
And somebody used to like to move her stuff.
Yeah.
The knickknacks or something like that. They used to play with them because she's showing me that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And she liked to read a good book when she could.
Yes.
And a bookworm, because I'm saying the book, she said she has her books with her over there.
Yes. She loved her books.
Yeah, she's reading, and she's so glad she can see the words so much clearer and better now. Just to tell you that, okay?
Okay.
And she's saying for me to tell you to enjoy a good book yourself. And that's
I do.
She's a good person, she's telling me, you know, and I'm saying, I'm glad you're telling me. She's back to her real bubbly, loud self, by the way. Your grandmother is.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and you know, it's nice to know that she's with your granddad, too. They're out enjoying a good Sunday drive, by the way.
Oh, that's a nice thing.
Yeah, and, you know, they're out enjoying a good picnic with the family.
Huh.
I don't know if that, yeah, I'm just giving that to you anyways, because if you can check or ask your mom or something, whatever, that, you know, when they were little, occasionally they'd like to get together for a family picnic, okay? I want to give that to you anyways.
Okay.
Okay, but your grandmother's saying, you know, I'm watching you, just not 24/7, and I'm just so glad I don't have, like, my cane or anything anymore, because now I can point my finger again. And I'm glad you can understand that coming from her, and she worked very hard at home.
Yes, she did.
She was a real homemaker, too.
Yes.
And I'm so glad you can understand that. And she learned to put the apron up, by the way.
Yes.
Because I'm seeing the older style apron. You know what I'm talking about, right? And
Yes, I do.
the tie in the back. She said they don't make those good anymore either.
No.
No. And I said, I know, and I kind of vaguely remember my grandmother's, and I know, because it used to cover everything up, you know. And she's enjoying cooking again, too, by the way.
Oh, good.
So just to let you know that. And she's extending her love to you. And when the springtime comes and you see the weeds covering the garden up, just think of her.
I will.
Okay? And she said, you know,
Okay.
just lots of love.
Okay.
And, you know, just go out and just have a nice, when it's not so cold outside, just go out for a nice walk, and they'll be walking with you.
Okay.
Okay? And your granddad and your grandmom send lots of love.
And I give it right back to them.
Okay? And they know that, and they hear you praying on them, too, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
She said, oh, they were very religious, actually.
No.
No, because I'm feeling another older woman coming in with the rosary beads. So, But I'm going to let you go because I got to see who this nice old lady is that's hanging around me right now, okay?
Okay.
And have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye, and Happy New Year.
Same to you.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Frank, may I come to you?
Yeah.
I
Well,
have a woman that, your grandmother's over there, I know it.
yeah,
Is she very spiritual?
she's been over there, my mother, a long
Yeah,
time.
don't tell me anything.
Yeah.
But if she very with the prayers and everything, and prayed, which she had her strong faith. Her faith kept her very strong.
My mother was the most, had faith in everything. She
Yeah,
was,
but
she was
very
an amazing woman.
very
as far
spiritual.
As
She's very with her
She
her
was-
background, with
she
her
was one
back.
of the few living angels when she was on earth.
Angel, see?
Yeah, no, she was a living angel.
Yeah.
This,
Don't
this,
tell me anything because your mom is around you tonight.
Oh, my mother's constantly round me,
Yeah, and
hopefully,
she's-
yeah. But you were
she's-
saying she likes to take walks with me. You're saying this girl's
Yeah.
father and a friend would like to take a walk with her. My mother takes walks with me.
Oh, I believe
when I'm
that.
walking,
Because she loved nature. She
she-
loved being outdoors. She liked to connect with the good earth when she was here.
yeah, it's a
you
relaxing
know?
time for us too.
Which is really nice. And she liked the ocean too sometimes when she could get to the ocean.
You know, let me
Yeah.
tell you a little secret about my mother, and
Oh,
then
don't
it's
tell
not a
me.
secret.
No, because please don't tell me
Yeah,
anything.
nothing to do with the ocean. By the time she was 19, she'd sailed the 7 major oceans in the world.
Oh, so see, thank
she
you.
used to make tea when she was 14
Don't
when
tell
she
me
went
anymore.
to sea.
Don't tell me anymore. You don't give me any more information.
19 and
But no,
sailed
because she
every
was
ocean.
saying she loved the ocean and shells. She liked the seashells and everything. Do you still have some shells? Or does somebody still have some shells at home?
Not of my mother's. We don't even have her ashes. I did lose my mother's ashes.
Oh.
Seriously, I went home to Liverpool when she died, and she was cremated, and we shared the ashes, and I brought them on the way. Well,
But
what had
find out
happened?
if somebody has a shell of hers when you go back.
Pardon?
Call your brother to see if someone has like a shell or some kind of little thing from the ocean. Hi, Carly, you're on the air. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side.
Hi.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm okay.
May I have your name?
Merlin.
Merlin? Oh,
Yes.
that's a pretty name, by the way.
A what name?
I like the sounds of your name. That's nice.
Okay, thank you.
Can you speak up just a little?
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Have you ever been to a medium before?
No?
No? Okay. I'm going to tell you how I work as a medium, okay? I see people that have passed away. I see things that they owned. And I also see how they died. They show me how, like, sometimes they'll show me, like, if it's a blood disorder, I'll see red or something. Or if I see black, sometimes it relates to cancer, okay?
Okay.
And also, they make me feel, the presence of them around. And you ever feel like you're not alone, and you feel like you're like looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
They do that with me too. And sometimes I'll feel how they died.
Right.
Okay, and I still need to hear your voice just a little loud. Is your TV set on?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna, I have a woman that is around you, and I'm feeling a little bit with the English with her, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm feeling, a grandmother around you that didn't speak very good English.
I didn't know her.
Huh?
I didn't know my grandparents.
Okay, you didn't know your grandparents? Well,
No.
your grandparents are around you. But I'm going to get going, and I'm going to tell you, I feel like, did you recently lose someone that's in their 20s?
In their 20s?
And a young male?
Oh, yeah.
Yes? Okay. Because there's a young male that's around you right now.
Okay.
Okay? And he's won't stop, like, cracking jokes and laughing, and, that's just his personality coming in with me. Because,
Yeah.
he had a very good sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you can understand. He's around you in a big way, by the way. You miss not having him around?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's around you. He's with your grandparents that you didn't know, okay? But he is around you, and I'm feeling some looks to him too, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, not a lot, but he's just coming in more like with, he just won't make me stop laughing.
Okay.
Now, can you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's saying his crossing was quick.
Is what?
He, when he crossed over, it was a quick crossing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very quick. It was very unexpected.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yeah, and
yes.
you guys were all shocked. You can't believe that he's gone.
Right.
You know, because he was very young.
Oh, yes. My
Yes.
nephew.
You're very, very young, and he's saying, that they still you miss having him around, and he was, he had a lot going for himself.
Yes.
Yes, and, other people loved being around him because he was very kind and very nurturing towards others, too.
Yes.
And always thought of others first before himself.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that. He's coming in closer and closer now, okay?
Okay.
And he's enjoying the music over there, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he loved music, and he was gifted because I'm feeling intelligence with him.
Yes.
Very intelligent young man. He learned a lot when he was here. Can you
Right.
understand that?
Yes.
Go good. I'm glad you can understand that. And he's still learning over there, too, by the way.
Okay.
And he met up with, I'm feeling like there's a dad figure that is over there.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
your dad. Oh, I'm so glad they're together.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm glad you can understand that too. Coming, he's with Dad, okay?
Yes. Yes.
I'm so happy, and Dad was like, he was just like, "What are you doing here?" But he's with his dad, and his dad, they're helping each other now.
Okay. That's
Okay? Does that make sense?
good. Yes.
I'm glad it does, And he's saying, you did right by him, by the way.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
You
yes.
weren't sure, it's hard to lose someone young like that.
Yes.
And it was very hard for you because, you feel like you should have gone first,
Right.
and I'm just saying that, but he's doing really good, and he's with the family over there.
Okay.
And he's kind of shy a little bit too because he was in his own right a little bit,
Right.
and that's why it's coming in like this with him. He's saying, I'm shy, but he's learning not to be so shy.
Okay.
And he's saying to say he's sorry to you. Would that
He's
make
sorry?
sense? Sorry?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, but, because it was just where he was so young, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he said he was beyond the years when he was here.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
I'm so glad it does because he's saying that, and he's saying they still very, very much miss me. And
Okay.
he's saying to thank you for honoring him.
Okay. Thank you.
Does that make sense too?
Yes. Yes.
I'm so glad he's saying you're doing stuff, trying to get stuff together in his honor.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense to you too?
Yeah.
He's listening in from the other side to you. He hears you talking to him
Okay.
because you were wondering if he was okay.
All right.
And he's with he's with Dad.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And he's
thank
he's just saying, you were hoping, that he would come through tonight.
you. Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And I just want to give you, he's saying to give her a good high five. If you were at the station, I'd give you a good high five coming from him. You'd understand that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Have a good
Thank
night.
Okay. You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
What a wonderful name, Merlin.
Yeah, that's
Do
an
you know-
old-fashioned name, I think, isn't
No,
it?
no, Merlin was recognized as the greatest alchemist, the greatest magician, the greatest
yeah,
spiritualist
that's right.
of all times. He was a medieval
I thought
alchemist.
that's who it was, who she was named after.
Of all time in the history of man, he was recognized as the number one was Merlin. He was alchemist to King John of England as well.
Oh.
You might remember that period, Robin Hood, the Robin of Locksley,
Yeah.
the sword in the stone.
I know what I know what you're saying. I hear exactly
All the
what you're
children
saying.
of today would be, I think, familiar with him through, what's these books, the young boy with the wand.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah.
Yes, that's a very good. All my kids have all those. They grew up with Harry Potter, actually.
But they all go back to Merlin as the greatest. A wonderful name, Merlin.
That is a wonderful
It's synonymous
name.
with magic and mystery and life. It's Wonderful
It,
name.
it is really wonderful,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it's a wonderful thing and for the kids to have something good and positive too, you know, to read when they go reading books and stuff. It's
Oh,
a wonderful
oh, the
one, the Harry Potter. Hi, George, you're on the air. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side.
Hi, how are you? Have
Good,
a
how
happy
you
New Year and a healthy one.
Happy and healthy New Year to you.
Yeah, thank you.
How you doing tonight?
Uh, I'm all right. For
You're
my
all right?
age, I'm all right. I'm a little aggravated. I hope you come in. I'm having a lot of problems, and my grandsons and
I don't
Not
do.
that, but I'm just saying. I hope there's somebody will come in and tell me how to be calm, and and just somebody from the other side maybe.
Yeah, they watch. They watch what we're doing. Have you ever been
Right.
to a meeting before, George?
Yes, I have been.
Okay, so I'm gonna. We all work differently. I know you
Right.
understand that.
Yeah.
And I don't give advice that way or anything like that.
Right. Right.
And I'm just to let you know that. And I'm glad you understand that. Because with everything going on, they watch over. They see what's going on.
Right. Yes.
Is your grandmother over there?
Yes, she is.
Your grandmother's over there, and and I'm feeling her mom is with her. Your grandmother's
Yeah. Right.
your
Yeah.
grandmother's mom,
Yeah.
and I'm feeling petite with your grandmother.
What?
I'm feeling like she had a nice little figure to herself,
Yes, she did. Yeah.
petiteness to her.
Yeah. When I was younger.
Yeah, when and I'm feeling your hair cut short to the head,
Yes. Yeah.
very short, and everything just had to be so.
Yeah. That's the way they did it
Okay,
way
yeah, don't-
back. Yeah.
Don't tell me anything, okay? And hair cut short to the head, and
Right.
she's saying, I'm moving around good again.
That's good.
And she said, I'm moving around good again over here. And she goes, and so much, I'm doing really good. She's celebrating someone's birthday over there, by the way.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And somebody has a birthday that's coming up.
Just passed.
Okay, she's saying to say happy birthday to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you can understand that, because that's when I see the birthday candles, and she's saying to say happy birthday, but they're celebrating over there. They celebrate, all the holidays and birthdays and everything. That hasn't changed. And
Right.
and I'm feeling like there's another female that's over there for you. Do you have there's a female that's over there. I'm feeling like she had cancer when she crossed over.
Not that I know of. No.
Not that you know of, okay, because I'm just going to have, see what your grandmother has to say. And,
Right.
I'm just going to keep going with her if that's okay with you.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, she's just going on, and she's, chattering up a storm.
That's good.
That, being very, very chattery, and she's got more hair back. She's happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she loved her head of hair. She had a nice head of hair, she said, when she was younger.
Right.
And she's saying it's a lot easier for me to breathe now. It's a lot easier for me to do the things that she used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she said, and she's, saying, I'm learning to, I'm not learning, like she's still keeping the family in line, but she's learning to take time for herself more over there.
Right.
And I'm glad you can understand that coming from her. Because
Yeah.
she's, learned to that. And she's not cold anymore, by the way.
That's good.
Her circulation's a lot better.
Right.
And she's so glad her circulation's better, and she can she's not in pain anymore.
Right. That's
And I'm
good.
glad you can understand that coming from, because when we age, things start to bother. But she was in real bad pain though,
Right.
and I'm glad you can understand that as well coming from her. And she's saying I'm still praying for everybody over here.
That's good.
She was a very strong willed woman, but strong with her faith.
Yes.
Her faith got her through. She saw a lot of tough times, boy.
Sure did.
Yep, and she had to keep the family together, but they hid money. I see her hiding money in the house just to keep an extra, some extra money around. Does that make sense to you?
Not offhand, no.
Okay, find out about that, but she.
I will ask, yeah.
Yeah, ask, because I'm seeing some money in an envelope, but how back then they had to work really hard.
Sure
But you
did.
keep a little something tucked aside. Just find out about that, okay?
Yes.
Just to have that little something, because you know how when you run out of money and you need to go to the store, bank and get stuff?
You're
And that's-
right.
Yeah, that's what, I'm getting from her, and I'm feeling more like your grandfather with her with that too.
Yep.
because he was strict, but in a good way.
Yep.
Very strict. He's learned to lighten up over there, by the way.
Yeah, that's good.
He needed a lot of it, by the way, and you would understand that coming from him.
Yep.
You know, because he was always very that strict. He said, you know,
Right.
it's just how he was brought up. If that would make sense to you.
Yes, yep. Them
He's-
days, yep.
He's making me sit up straight, by the way. I'm glad you can understand that coming from him as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and but he's learning to listen to everybody.
Sure did, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad you can understand that. And they're just together over there.
That's good, that's good.
Yeah, and they are seeing what's going on. They're just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, they're just watching from the other side. And, you know, they are around you. And you're opening up yourself to the spiritual world.
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
Yes, and that's what they're saying. And they're saying, you know, you're well aware of, like, you know, when they're around you. Because
Yep.
you've been sensing your grandmother around you a lot lately.
I don't
I'm feeling the
probably, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just feeling like you've been sensing, like, you know, them around, the females that are over there.
Yeah, that's good.
Check and see if your grandmother's, one of her friends had died from cancer, okay?
Yeah, I'll ask her,
Ask, because I would,
Ma'am.
you know, yeah, because I'm, you know, really curious about that, because she's saying, you know, but she's saying she's listening in from the other side.
That's good.
And she's glad she can dial the phone a lot better and easier. It's easier for her to make a phone call now.
That's good.
And I'm
That's
glad,
good,
yeah. And she's like, she's calling all the relatives over there.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier for her. And her message to you is just for you just got to hang in there,
Thank you, yeah.
okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
Have a great night.
You too, thanks, and have a night, good night, too.
Yep.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I feel bad for George. I feel the spirits, you know, his family spirits are telling me he has to stop. He's kind of been enabling a situation that he's involved in.
You know, that's really not my place to, you know.
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
know.
Yeah,
You-
you know, I
you-
know.
but you
'cause
got that feeling
gotta,
with-
yeah, because you got to just
Uh-huh.
like, you know,
There's
just got to
nothing
take
he
care of
can
yourself
really do.
too.
But
You know, yeah.
he has to take care of himself, but he's not. And there's nothing he can do by worrying about it. I think he's
But that's
enabling
not our
the situation.
place. That's not our place, though. It's their situation. You know what I'm
sometimes
saying?
you just feel the.
Yeah, you feel me, you know, because you can get stressed out, you know, and stuff like that, and it makes it hard. But anyways, your brother, he's also around you tonight. Your brother, and you have one in spirit.
I have a younger brother in spirit, yeah.
Yeah, he's around you, by the way,
Good.
tonight. He's saying, "Hi, Frank, how are you? You know, go out and have a good cocktail for yourself."
You know, he will be round me, getting round me, because this weekend is going to be a big soccer game.
Oh,
Like, you know, the Patriots are playing Houston.
Yep.
And he used to be, he was, and he still is, actually. He's a big,
Oh, but
I know, yeah, you
probably
know that.
knows the outcome of the game already
You-
anyway.
I
See,
know,
they
and that's
were
what's
playing, we might
annoying
wanna
me, because we
know.
both were the opposite teams.
Right. Oh, I know what you're
we
saying
were
there.
greatest of brothers, but when it came to our soccer, we were the greatest of enemies. You
Oh,
know?
yeah, I hear ya.
So there's a big game coming this weekend, so he's most probably teeing up. You know,
I know,
you shouldn't have told me, Karen, because now I've got a feeling his team might win. Yes.
Don't say that. You never know, though. You know, but he's over there having a good laugh for himself. He's like this, you know, like that.
I should have stayed at home
Oh,
today.
he was the
no.
better looking one, by the way.
I always think I was the best looking one.
Oh, it's like a
actually,
rivalry
yeah,
you
yeah.
two have going on
I
between.
thought I was always the best looking one.
And the
but
other one is saying they're not hiding my legs anymore because they got my legs back.
that was my other brother that lost his legs in the war, yeah.
Yeah, you used to hide them on them. Somebody used to play games with them.
Well, we were fascinated by them because at first he had wooden legs and he had tin legs, and we would hide them. When we were growing up, we'd hide beer in them from our mother.
That's not nice.
We'd hide them on him because we were a close family. We
Yeah.
had to be close. Lost my father in the war.
Joey.
Joey lost his leg, you know.
And you have your dad's flag. Somebody has a flag.
Somebody's got
Do you
a...
have somebody was in the war? There's a flag floating around somewhere. Unless it's for a caller, I don't know. But I see when I see a lot of
I
the
hope it's
American-
not a white one.
Yeah, white one, a flag or
hope
whatever.
so,
I don't
yeah.
know. But you know, your family's so funny that way because you used to all play jokes on each other and everything. But the legs, he said, he said I wouldn't mind when they did that, but they'd put stuff in them and they'd do stuff. You can find we put them in the craziest places.
Anything and we used to frighten people with them. We'd put the legs by the door.
Yeah, because it wasn't just the one leg you took. You took both of them.
We put the legs by the door, and then we'd hide behind it and open it when people would knock, and they'd just see legs there.
Okay. Well, that's funny because he said that. It's like, with the legs, I used to hide my legs on me. Hi, Carly, you're on the air. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side.
Oh, hello, Karen.
Hi.
Hi. I'm hoping you can tell me something about. I have a lot of
People over there?
Excuse me?
Do you have a lot of people over there?
Yes, I do.
Oh, and right away I'm going to get going with you if that's okay with you?
Yes.
Because I do feel Mom over there.
Yes.
Mom is around you tonight.
Oh, wonderful.
Your mom is around you, and she's a sweetheart of a lady.
She is.
She's very kind, very sweet, and very gentle, and she hasn't changed at all with that over there.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And she's saying I can breathe a lot easier now, and I'm
Oh.
healthy. She's healthy again.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Does that make a lot of sense to you?
It certainly does. It's like you're speaking right to me.
Yeah. Don't tell me anything, okay?
I won't.
And and mom is like, I'm so glad too, because, she was a very proud lady, and somebody was with her in the very end when she crossed over.
Yes.
I'm so glad because she's saying thank you.
That's wonderful.
That makes sense to you. Thank you. I'm seeing the family resemblance with you with her.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Very much.
Very much. Yeah. Very, very. She says I'm the better looking one.
Oh, that's so true.
But you have a very big heart, just like your mom, and she's given herself a lot of credit with that.
Oh, that's so true. Thank you.
And she's saying, I'm learning not to. She helped a lot of people in the family. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
And she's
yes.
learning. She said she just wished she had learned to do that when she was here, and she's learning that over there.
Oh, that's so. Yes, wonderful.
Did you just bring her flowers or something to her place of rest?
Yes, I did.
She's saying, I was listening in on her when you bought them.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Yeah, she's saying to say that. She said, I see what she's doing. She wonders because you're opening up more and more.
Yes.
You're not like blocked. Like at first you're a little, I don't know, but believe it or not, your mom believed in some stuff too.
Yes, she did.
She believed in that there was more after when after you crossed over, there was more.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I have nothing. She's holding her head up very high for you tonight.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I'm so glad that makes sense. And she said, thank you for being there with her when she crossed over. Somebody in the family was with her when she crossed over.
Yes, there were 3 of us.
Yeah, she's saying to say thank you to all of you. That's why she said someone was there. I just didn't know. And that's just her way of validating. Thank you for being there. And you were there till the very end. And I'm going to give this to you anyways, but did she feel something, like, in the end, of course, did she come back a little bit, like being a little bit more alert in the end?
Yes.
And did she feel like there was someone there with her in the room?
Yes.
That had crossed over?
Yes.
That wasn't just her being crazy,
We believe that.
I'm so glad you do, Maureen, because she's saying to say that no, and I'm glad it was the female she wanted to see and the male that was there too.
Yes.
There are 2, the female and the male are there. And they were there to help her when she transitioned from this life to the next.
Oh, how wonderful to hear that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, because she's like, they were there till the bitter end. You took care of her, too. You all took care of her.
Yes, we did.
And she said, and she's very, very thankful for that. And she loved when somebody would put cream on her, by the way, to keep her skin smooth. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, and put the lotion on her hands, because her hands got very, stiff-like.
Yes, and very dry.
And
yes.
very dry, yeah, because she's saying, thank you for putting the cream on.
Oh, this is wonderful to hear. She just had a birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Don't tell me anything, okay?
Okay,
And
I won't.
she's saying, about the cream, and she's just like, saying, to say that, but there's a family member, too, that had a birthday over there as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you can understand that because they're celebrating, like I said earlier too, they celebrate all the time over there,
Oh, that's
with
good to
everybody's
hear.
birthdays, but I'm glad you can understand. She rubbed the cream on and because she really couldn't speak very good, like before
Yes.
she crossed over.
Yes.
Her mouth isn't dry anymore, by the way.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And it's like so much easier for me to swallow, and she's enjoying her foods, and she's enjoying a good pastry again, by the way.
Oh, good.
She left her pastry and her spot of tea.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, and happy and healthy New Year. And can you give the other two a message too as well?
Yes.
She said, thank you for letting me die with dignity.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay. And
All right, thank you, Karen.
thank you. God bless.
All right, God
And
bless
if you were
you.
here, I'd give you a big hug, by the
All right.
way.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
A nice
Yeah,
lady,
it's it's to die with that dignity that
It's-
and to die with that dignity, is wonderful to have your family if you can be there, and just to say, have somebody taking care of you, because sometimes, it's hard for some people to see their family. You know what I'm saying, though, Frank?
To die with dignity, it's amazing. That's the last thing or the main thing I'd want is to die with dignity.
Dignity.
And I think that lady
called it. They all did that with
that's
the,
wonderful.
and it wasn't always easy, and they were
They-
all there for her.
they-
That's
in a whole
wonderful.
lifetime,
Thank you to all the callers tonight, and I would also I'd like to remind everyone, please be kind to each other. Life really is too short, and to remember all the Columbine, Aurora, Colorado, Virginia Tech, and Newtown, Connecticut with the children. Try to remember everybody in your prayers, and please try to take that time out to be kind to each other and appreciate each other while you're still here on the earth plane, because life really is very, very short, and it can pass you with the blink of an eye. In 1 minute, it's like, you're young and whatever, and then you age, and it's like, wow, where did time go? But yeah, if everybody could just remember to be kind to each other, and remember all those people in our prayers and the children, and don't forget our men and women who have died in the services as well, to remember them in your prayers, and just to wish everybody a happy and healthy New Year. And our loved ones are gone but not forgotten, and just a thought away. And the other thing, they lots of love and light, and our loved ones are gone but not forgotten, and just a thought away. And please remember to be kind to each other, and take that moment to listen in.
Just to listen to somebody. It's very simple things in life can make such a big difference.
Big
can't
difference,
they?
and
Be kind.
be kind.
Yeah,
You
be
gotta be,
thoughtful.
it's because you don't know, and